Hello everybody! I hate this PS4 app which is supposed to show me the chat going on because now it won't do it. But welcome to I'm Playing Games, Simon here with the Canadian Grand Prix in my playthrough that I'm doing. Oh, do you know what? We're just going to have no chat then. I hate it when apps and stuff don't connect how they should do. So we've just had the 1.06 update install, obviously, and the big thing here is that it's completely readdressed the standings of how the teams are. So we may have come with a nice new upgrade here in Canada, and we may have been, well, we should have been battling with the Haas's and Renaults, but as you can see, the redressing of the balance here has put the McLaren as the 7th best team, as opposed to where it was kind of about the full 5th battle. And it's substantially worse, to the point where what I was looking at beforehand with the contracts is that before this performance upgrade thing came along board, I was sitting there thinking, okay, well, we're going to get, I can get into Q3 and I can race for points. Now I'm struggling to get out of Q1 as I did here in Canada. And I didn't make it into Q3. In fact, I was 14th fastest. Admittedly, I did botch my fastest lap. But it made me a bit like, how annoying. So, yeah, I'm super annoyed that even, like, I'm really grateful that they've updated the performance patch so that everyone is now showing, like, proper performance, quote-unquote proper. But what's the sad about it is that, let me just pause that so that it means that, is that doing that? Yeah, it is. So I'm just making sure that the chat works through the YouTube app, since the PS4 app doesn't work properly again. But yeah, so I've sat there and gone, oh yes, let's all have a wonderful top 10 run of things. Now my car is significantly worse because of the performance update, but I can't go back and renegotiate a contract again because sadly it's not going to work, is it? So this looks like it's going to be an uphill struggle to try and make McLaren like me, despite my attempts of trying to make them like me. I've just noticed that we've got 758 on the old resources as well, which could be interesting. So I'm quite tempted, you know. That could be useful, but then I might actually just let it grow to the 1,000 and then start going for it, because what they've done with the McLaren is actually just make the chassis rubbish, as opposed, because that used to be the 4th or 5th best chassis, I think it was, and now obviously it's the 9th. So that's clearly where we need work. But I'm going to play around a little bit with the aerodynamics and the powertrain first, because obviously the powertrain's right the way down the bottom, and that's put me right the way down the bottom with the powertrain, even though I've done several updates, which I find really interesting. So yeah, fabaroo. So let's dive into the race. Hi Atto, thank you for joining. Hope you are well, and let us know what your thoughts are for the Singapore 2018 Grand Prix in real life, if you've got any particular people that you think might do well or might not do well. And let's dive forward to the race, which I'm now much less confident of doing well at. I normally do quite well around Canada, but and I'd gone for a slightly higher downfall setup so that I had grip around the corners. I feel I may have made a boo-boo. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Burp. Okay.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed.
Good.
It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
Ah, this is going to give me
60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. So before the off,
we're going to get a copyright content, I know it.
With a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row.
Nice.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, Hülkenberg, and Pierre Gasly.
That was a shock.
Magnussen, Esteban Ocon, Smith, Leclerc, Stroll, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Sergei Sorokin. Hartley and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost
Hartley just the 9 places behind his teammate. Christ. That's not good, Brendan. Okay, so let's take a look at the stratage. What have we got here? See the air, because the ultras don't last particularly very long. So that kind of makes sense, I guess. Oh, it doesn't like me on. But then it makes that slower. I don't know. I'd rather stick on the ultras for as long as I can, please. Let's pop up a little bit of time on the fuel. I'm almost tempted actually to go for ultras to begin with and do the hypers at the end. So if we can change that to hypers and start those on the ultras. Like, I feel like that's good. I think. And then go to there, and then that takes us to the end. But we can potentially go ultra hyper, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like I might be able to hold up people, or just cling on to the back with DRS whilst I'm wearing ultra softs. Who knows? Who knows? But I do want to start on ultras and sort it out later on, essentially, is what I fancy. There's also a part of me that kind of thinks, do you know what, we could 3-stop this because the pit lane is so short. So maybe... maybe 3-stopping is better. I don't know. I might... yeah. Do you know what? 3-stop it. 3-stop it and be aggressive at the beginning. And we'll sort it out later on. Let's do that. I'll start you the race. No grid penalties actually this race either. Amazingly.
All right. Start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
I will try. Q1 in this in my qualifying session was so close as well. There was only a couple of tenths of a second between. Well, it was about 1.4 seconds covered the top like 18. No, it wasn't. About 1.8 seconds. But most of the field was covered by just a few tenths, which was quite cool. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that this would be a good one to try and get me back on the thing. Hey Chimpy, thanks for joining. Now I know that I'll definitely lose a front wing. But yeah, this new update which has made the McLaren much slower Brendan Hartley has been disqualified. Sergey, so what have they done to each other? Are they out of the race? Can we watch that? Did they hit each other or something? Oh no, they kind of ghosted out. Same with Ericsson, but how bizarre. Well done, AI. Oh. Well, we'll see if they're allowed to join the back. Yeah, it is way slower. You're right there, Chib. Oh no, they've put them back on the grid. Okay. Sorry, I get confused when they start to disqualify AI. On a formation lap. It's not good, is it? So will that put that... Yeah, it does. It put them back up to 20. Okay. Ooh, that was a good start. Whoa! Force flying. Ocon, baby! That has practically made me erect. Oh god, they're going to take each other off, aren't they? Oh, I don't feel comfortable. Oh, Smithy, you don't want to lose your front wing over... Oh my Christ! Checo, no! I don't care if I get a warning for that. He pushed me off on the straight. And we have like a stupidly high front wing wing ratio here, which makes me comfortable driving, but it's going to mean that we're going to be absolutely raked down all of the straights. Oh, I do need to make sure that I actually take that corner properly. Ooh, very hard there. Let's bring that back up again, try and keep us back up. Oof. Snap happy. Bring me some overtake, please. Be gentle out the exit. The Force Indy's aggressive in this game. They're all aggressive, to be quite honest. Oh, sorry. I thought I was going to miss the corner altogether. I'll get it right next time.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Ah, see, now they're all on ultras, we're on hypers, and look at how quick Ocon is compared to whatever the hell is going on up front. My car is super oversteery at the moment. We need to sort that out. It was a bit oversteery in practice, but nowhere near this bad. And it was always at that corner, not anything else. Alright, let's get into a bit of a rhythm. I don't feel like we have yet. Ooh, that was helpful. But yeah, just look at how we are mullered down the straight with a combo of Renault plus I've gone for really high wings. Oof. I had to do that and back out of it because that was going to be an absolute crash. Go on, Ocon. Do it. Don't do it then. Oh, I feel like this is a wrong decision. Ah. Right, just for pure entertainment value, we'll have another go at that. Back the hell out. Oh, or we could do it worse. Well done, Simon. Christ's sake. Also, how much time have we just lost on the entire top four? This is five? It's crazy. And then we're going to be Perez'd. Great. God, Verstappen's defending there as well. Okay, can we do anything? Overtake? No. Yes. Oh dear.
Okay, clear.
Are they out? Oh dear, have I caused a bit of Oh. Right. Oh shit! Uh-oh! Schmiffy done a boo-boosh! Did you see Leclerc? Oh, Leclerc, you beautiful boy. What did you do that for? Let's get back. Splat. Black flag. Oh, I feel like I need to go back and not have that be a thing. That's a bit naughty from me, isn't it, really? Let's go all the way back and flash that one back. Let's be fair to the AI. I don't think I really made that corner, but it's not decided to penalise me just yet. Ah, shit! Go on, Ocon. Or not. God. Sorry, I thought he was going to take me off. This is going to end up being a really awkward race, I can tell.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.0 seconds.
Oh, they've not got as far away as I thought they would. Hopefully they're all busy battling their asses off as well. Okay, let's chill on the DRS at the ERS this time. Hey, I took the corner. We've got a sniffy train. Oh, someone's taken out the 50 thing board. Oh, okay, we're in trubs.
Gap to teammate behind is 11.1 seconds. Okay, the boots aren't looking too warm at this point. We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly.
Tell you what, this has the potential of being an absolute blinder of a race if everyone keeps battling and causing each other dramas. More updates.
Got that confirmed.
Pit stop.
Again, we're having trouble receiving.
I didn't say anything, Jeff. Pit stop information.
Okay, we have 3 scheduled stops remaining now. 3 stops remaining. 6 laps until your pit window is open.
Okay. That's quite good. These tyres don't feel awful yet. I'm mildly concerned about my fuel though. Ooh, that was deep. Now we're in trouble. Ah crap, they're dropping Ricardo as well. That's not good.
Our gap to first place is 7.8 seconds.
Ah! No. I feel like my duck is sitting. This has not been a stellar lap. Now we're in trouble. Thoughts on the 2021 car design Smithy? I quite like it. I don't think it's radically different, but I don't think radically different is a problem. Sorry, is not a problem, sorry, if that makes sense. It's interested me because... so there's a couple of things that popped out from that. I quite like the way how the cars look. That's going to be Ocon through, surely, yeah. Ah, fuck it. Sorry, you can still go through because that was legitimately your move.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Ooh, crumbs. Keep current.
Confirmed.
Is that a good thing to have done? Yeah, so for me, I quite like the way how the cars look. I like what they're up to and where it goes. I was really interested in the fact that there is 2 intermediate and 2 wet tyre compounds. Didn't quite understand what the point of that was. Oh, Kimmy, fastest lap, sir. But yeah, I will be super intrigued as to how that all kind of comes together. Ah, we've got people in the pits. Okay.
The pit window, you'll be on the hypersofts.
I don't know if I want to be on the hypers though. What else was weird that I kind of... the halo looked a bit more like it was integrated into the actual design of the car, which I liked as well. Oh my Christ, Smithy. Because there's nothing that I can see. Awkward and wrong. I think what was really interesting was that loads of people were like, it's not dramatically different enough. But I don't think it has to be. I think F1 only needs a couple of tweaks. It doesn't need much else. Oh, Perez in. Okay. Oh, wow. Ocon, what was that? That was a terrible take of that corner. We have 2 inch tyres this season, though. Do we? Do we really? I have no idea. Sorry, Esteban. That is just literally an allegory for your career, though, so far.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
What I don't see, though, is what would... And I suppose that's more under the technical regulations. What is there to entice a new team in? We this whole thing around Ocon and the way how the world is going kind of makes me go, right, well, how are we ever going to get the new teams in? And this does not make me think any differently of that. So
Window open. Let's box this lap. We're leading our teammate by 12.5 seconds.
Oh, okay, despite all this drama, we're still actually pulling away from Van Dorn. Ah, shit. Looks like the DRS is staying though. That should teach me for trying to read comments whilst I'm in the middle of a race. Into corners like that.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.
I think my issue with DRS, and I've said it many times, is that it can be overly powerful for some tracks, to the point where there is no finesse and art in the actual overtake, and that's where I think things go too far for me.
Box.
Otherwise it's I'm alright with it. Oh, Ocon keeps going, okay. Harrison says he might stay if the cars look like that. Was he leaving in 2020? I think it depends entirely on what his fashion line is.
Go now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. Receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Oh crap, Perez has jumped us. Ah! I'm so sorry at the amount of retries here today. I'm not normally this flashback happy, apart from like occasionally in Monaco. Oh, sorry, Hulk. Oh, it's Van Dorn and the Hypers next. Okay. Oh, does. Remember to brake at the right point for the does. It is because you're here, Chimpy. I'm always crash happy when people start asking me about stuff. Oh, yellow flag. Who's crashed? Oh, that looks like a... Oh, who's that? They've missed the... Oh, we've got to see what's happened there. No! Drama! It's Brotas and 33. Oh, I don't actually know what those ones are. Is that's Ricardo, sure. Yeah, it will be Ricardo because that's Max going through there. Oh dear. So they've hit each other, I'm assuming. Or one's tried to go into the pits and the other one has messed up. Oh, because then it's respawned Sirotkin into the pit. I don't know, no, he was coming into the pits. Okay. Well done, Sergey. Avoided the driver. There's Van Dorn, and there is us. Interesting. Lol. Verstappen. Oh, hello, James. Oh, we're going to get absolute... Oh, my Christ.
Okay, the gap behind is 3.3 seconds.
Hulk, you beast. And he's on ultras. I know I'm punching above my weight in what is a very shite McLaren, but still. I was kind of hoping to be a little bit more on it there. I wonder how much of that is Durs related though. got him this time. Good. Get out of it. Okay, we're back in the points, baby. But we have significantly lost out to those Force Indias. Unsurprisingly. Yeah, anyway, Singapore practice sessions 1 and 2 were interesting because A, we're going to be trashing lap records. B, Mercedes seemed to not be quite as off the pace as I'd hoped. Excuse me. And on long form pace, at least. Oh, is that both Haas's in the pits at the same time? That's not going to work. What have they done that for? Oh, no, it's okay. Grosjean's still ahead. Sorry. It's K-Mag in the pits. Ah! Mow that lawn. So it's Grosjean on Hypersofts. Has he pitted or not pitted? Driver in front.
Grosjean is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 3.4 seconds. You're losing 4 seconds a lap. Try to pick up the pace. They're on old Hypersofts. Their tyres are 17 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 18.
Alright, well we'll have him then. Oh, there he is, off into the pits anyway, so that's all good. That was not a good line, Simon.
Gap to car in front is 4.4 seconds.
Sliding the car. So if anyone is free tomorrow during the day, I do intend and will be planning to do a live stream of all different kinds of games. And if I can get it sorted, because it's my 10th anniversary of a channel, of having this channel going, which makes me feel old and like 15 million views total is not enough for just 5,000 subscribers, especially when I only seem to get about 10 views on most of my videos anyway. But we will keep going regardless. I know most people don't, because I play so many different things, the YouTube algorithm doesn't like that. It would like me much better if I only played racing games, or only rhythm games, or only retro games, or only indie games. And then I can try and exhaust every single piece of content ever by saying I'm making the same video every week. and demanding everyone like, share and subscribe, because it really helps me out, guys. I bet if I had corner cutting on strict, that would not be allowed. But yeah, I hope to, so I'm assuming that I can get all of the kit working, which is what I'll be doing later on this evening, into the wee hours of the night probably.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.8 seconds.
Not even closing them down. Yeah, I plan to play some proper old F1 games, so getting out the old PS1 and PS2. I don't seem to be able to video capture. I haven't got the right stuff for Master System and Mega Drive, or my ZX Spectrum, sadly. So if I do try any of that, I might have to look at some emulation.
Gap to teammate behind is 16.5 seconds.
Full race update.
P7 now. P7. Perez is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 4.8 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Hulkenberg behind. The gap to the car behind is 2.9 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Okay, gap to leader 35.0 seconds. 6 laps until your pit window is open. 49 laps to go. Okay, gap ahead is 5.4 seconds.
Yeah. Perez has got me this time. Christ. I think actually, do you know what? Hulkenberg might have me. And potentially Ocon as well, so we could be looking at a 9th or 10th finish, I think, by the time we're done, because Verstappen will come back through the field. Thanks to the person that spotted that in the chat, that it was Verstappen, not Ricciardo. Apologies. Simon. At least attempt to take that corner properly.
The distance to the leader is 38.3 seconds.
Ocon's got round signs. That's worrying. And Sainz has gone with us actually. who's that? Oh, it's Danny Rick. Who is clearly twat. Oh no, he's on ultras. No, is that his first stop? Driver in front.
Ricardo ahead. Gap to car in front is 4.6 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. We think they've got one more stop. The gap to the car ahead is 5.0 seconds.
I know I'm being picky, but oh, I didn't know it did, Chimpy. I shall fix that afterwards.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Good. Funnily enough, the drop off on this second set has not been anywhere near as bad because I've not been battling nearly as hard. So this has been quite good. Danny Rick pulling out the jams already. Hulk's coming.
The gap behind us is 2.2 seconds.
I know! Hulk's been proper on form around the streets of Singapore in practice. Well, I think Sainz did pip him in FP2, but you know, he looked like a man on a mission. That was not a good line, Simon. What was that? Oh dear. I didn't see practice. How did Leclerc crash? He was on the Anderson Bridge and was busy looking towards the next corner and clipped, you know where it kinks slightly to the right and the barrier juts out? He just kind of clipped his tyre on that and smashed the suspension.
Give us the best in lap you can.
Best in lap I can? Sure about that, mate. But we'll give it a go. Ooh, slidey slide. This might be a best anything. Too aggressive. Oh, and that's just cutting the corner, Simon. Come on. Everyone needs to have a shot for when I do something wrong on this track. Yeah, we fucked these tyres up. Well done, Simon. So gosh. Oh, this is going to be a drama, isn't it? Oh, I knew it. I thought he was going to smash into me. Right, let's put that there so that I can then move over, because I don't trust the AI at all. You can go past me, mate. And was it revealed as a 4-year contract? Yes, it was. It was you that tweeted me it. Stroll in as well.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
And on through. And then... Oh, we're only just ahead of... Oh, Christ, ahead of signs. Now this feels doggy. Okay, Van Dorn's doing what we were gonna do, where we was doing ultra softs and going for hypers in the middle. I still think ultimately 3-stopping is probably faster. For me at least, anyway, with my tyre wear dramas. Driver in front.
That is stop from ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 4.1 seconds. They're on old Hypersofts. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was at 1:15.7. Okay, the gap behind is 1.8 seconds. Okay, gap ahead is 3.2 seconds.
Bear with me, I'm going to need to look down and read this properly, so I'm going to put it on a straight. You write too many long messages. I've also seen there won't be a 2019 game, but it will just be DLC. Well, that kind of makes sense. I know Esteban has been after that for a very, very long time. So he'll be happy if that's a thing. That kind of goes against some of the information that I've had. Admittedly, this is like months and months old. Unless they're looking at bringing Formula 2 and GP3 as DLC as well. Because if nothing's changing ostensibly for next year and it's going to be all the same tracks and stuff, it does make it quite difficult to repackage, because like this year, if it weren't for ERS, this game would be nigh on identical, I think. Well, I mean, the handling changes obviously, but it still feels similarly identical. So it becomes really difficult to kind of justify, as I'm sure it does with a lot of sporty type packages, why the hell we're all still rebuying every year. I tell you what I am quite keen to get my hands on, Assetto Corsa Competizione, but where I don't have a PC that can run it effectively, I'm going to get it on PS4, so I shall wait for it to be available for me. I was so ready to smack into the back of Van Dorn that I completely braked way too early. Now I think I've absolutely buggered my chance of getting him down the straight. Ah! Oh, that confused me.
Stop. He's in for his stop.
I should have went to the left of that bollard, but never mind. I don't think it's going to matter in the long scheme of things. In my quest for champ.
They seem to have an issue.
Oh, do they? That would be handy for us. Hey Roy, how are you doing, good sir? And are you primed and tickled for, if you're free, the potential for maybe some online shenanigans with some games tomorrow? Or at least feeding me food for takeaway bingo. If I'm not cooking the takeaway for myself, obviously. That corner, Simon. Cut that corner. Signs is faster than us. Well, I hope so. Ah, nice. I'm trying to look down whilst not crashing. Roof panels on my house first. Yeah, that I recommend having a house. That would be great. Oh, is this a harsh battle going on?
Leading our teammate by 50.
No, Carlos. Leave me alone. Ah, unless it's no, it's a limping Ocon. Yes, get him now. Because he is faster than us by a long shot. So whilst our favourite Esteban is, that's not Esteban obviously, is a Struggleroo, go that side and then I can block you. Thanks. This is going to be carnage. And that's too deep and not going to be a second, is it? Defenderoo! Ah! Oh, he backed well off. I didn't chop him off, I don't think. Ocon must have like a loose gear or something. Because his top speed isn't too bad, but careful, Schmiffy! There we go. Oh, damn, my phone's turned itself off. Hang on. Let me wait until I get on a straight, then I'll have to very quickly pause the game to be able to see the chat again. Okay, bear with me a second. Let me just quickly swipe. What have we got? If half the race gone, there is half the race still to go. Ah! Thanks, James. Dat wisdom of the Murray. Ah, K-Meg's got around Grosjean as well. Now we know Grosjean is doing one less stop than us, although I think we've all now got one stop left to go. So this is a genuine equine battle. Oh, Carlos. Stop it. Ocon, take him off. Big enough. And we're going to have a fuel issue in a minute. So some kind of virtual safety car will help me out no end. Ooh, that was clunky. Aha, that's Hulkin.
Gap to car in front is 2.
For what I'm assuming is his last stop. Ah!
A new strategy is available on the MFT.
Why? Keep current.
Copy.
Car is fine. And we'd only have to carry those tyres through to the end anyway, so I'd rather split it all up. I know my track limits in this entire Grand Prix has been absolutely shocking. But hey, the game doesn't seem to understand. So that's all good. I'm surely I was close enough. keeping up. Nice to see Codemasters have fixed that track limits. Not. We're in trouble. Right. Go, 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 go!
Gap to teammate behind is 11.3 seconds.
And he is just ahead of Hulkenberg, and I bet he's not held him off. Although, considering he was a Q1 elimination, he's actually done alright, Stoff. Yeah, he's lost it, I think. Ah, shit, and Sainz has got round our favourite Frenchman, who cooks us dinners. Nom 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 nom. Oh, that fuel mixture. Oh, that confused me mildly. Okay, where is Sergio?
The car ahead is 9.0 seconds.
Are we closing? Are we doing anything? Driver in front.
Sainz is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 2.4 seconds. They're on old ultra softs. Their tyres are 18 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 16.1.
Driver in front.
Perez ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 9.3 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The
Oh,
time
God.
last lap was a 1:13.9.
Well, they've well and truly trumped us then, haven't they? And that looks like Vettel and Hamilton and Vettel and Hamilton are lapping the midfield behind us, so we will be next on that little hit list. And that is Magnussen in the pits. Sorry, Grosjean in the pits. I'm trying to find ways to save fuel, but it's not working. And Hulkenberg's going to have us very shortly, because he's caught back up with us. Now that will be a swing and a roundabout later on, obviously, when we come in and have some fresh tyres. Because the delta in this track is small for pitting, that's why I thought 3 stops would be better. Oh my Christ. Signs in as well. So, oh god, that means they're going to leapfrog me in the stops, aren't they? Shit. We're going to have to do some overtaking. And I'm going to have to make sure I stay on the back stop.
Okay, gap ahead is 12.4 seconds. The gap behind us is 7.2 seconds.
Alright, their blue flag dramas actually could be mega helpful, because that means that hopefully they won't catch me and they'll lap me when I'm in the pits.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
I hope. Van Dorn in the pits.
Stops in the pits.
Oh my Christ. Find the apex, Simon. It's not that fucking hard. Yes, hold up Hulkenberg. Especially as I'm driving like that. Oh! Has that been a change for the lead during all of that? Because that Ferrari was ahead of that Mercedes. Interesting. I'm going to say that's a yes then, and that's Hamilton that's just taken the lead. That's the first time I've been warned for track limits. Christ.
Gap to car in front is 17.0 seconds.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I don't want to get caught in that lap traffic. Hulkenberg and that, yeah, look at how quick they are.
Complete, go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Now I've got grip. I don't know what to do with it. Okay. So what's interesting is that signs went on to super softs. Okay. Kind of brings the Hasses back into play. Okay.
We're leading our teammate by 8.4 seconds.
It's not a lot. This has not been one of my stellar races, it must be said. Beautiful grip. In fact, whilst this is going well, let's see if we can do this for a nice fast lap to make sure that we only lose a couple of bits of points in our battle with Perez. Wow, that won't matter now that we've taken the corner like that, but never mind. It's still our fastest race lap. Fuck it. Driver in front.
Sainz is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 4.9 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Their time last lap was a 1 minute 14.7. Our gap to the car in front is 4.2 seconds.
Okay, so we are actually closing them down. That's good. Oh wow, did we just do a purple sector 1? How did that happen? No! I knew that was going to happen as soon as I done it. Twit. Sorry everyone. And then I start freaking out and I'm like, don't take the corner like that. And then I cut it and make a complete fap of myself. Right, we're going to need to strike while the iron's hot because Sainz is on slower tyres, but his will have less of a drop off. Ooh, what's gone on there? That looks juicy. Don't think we can capitalise on anything though. In the points again for now. Not confident though, so I want to get past Sainz because Verstappen's got to be somewhere because he's not got back through past us, has he? So unless he's just had a complete and utter mare of a race after that collision. Oh, actually, no, he must be ahead of us because... Yeah, no, he must be ahead. It's okay. Oh, Hulk's on super softs as well.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.0 seconds.
Okay. No, Verstappen must still be behind us because then it's K-Mag that's next up the road from Hulkenberg, not Verstappen, and then it's Perez in 6th. So, poor old Max, from that collision with Bottas into the pit lane, has had an absolutely atrocious race. To watch my fuel. As soon as I went into that in 5th gear, I knew I was going to lose it. Let's take a quick look before we do a flashback. Look, too much curb on entry because I'm taking the piss, as I have done all race. But on 5th gear, it can't cope. Whoa! Of all the smacks that I've had up against that wall, though, I'm quite surprised that it's that one that kills it. But there we go.
Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
Jeff, I am trying here.
Gap to teammate behind is 11.6 seconds.
Oh, come on. I came off the thingy-me-bobs for that.
Okay, the gap behind is 4.6 seconds.
Yes.
You're into P8. You've taken P8.
K-Mag's on Ultras. I feel like we've been catching him, and I feel like the Haas's have been slower than us, and it's just that circumstances put them ahead.
Reduce the ERS
I'm trying. Car's starting to feel a bit extra slidey.
Car in front is 3.8 seconds.
Driver in front.
Magnussen ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 3.8 seconds. 1.2 seconds advantage per lap. They're on old ultra softs.
Really?
Their tyres are 16 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:14.3.
Okay. Oh, that was awful. So was that. Everyone's still running as well.
We're leading our teammate by 15.6 seconds.
Come on.
Our gap behind is 4.6 seconds.
Good. And mind you, he's let the Ferrari lap him, hasn't he? Dang it. Ah. Ooh. That was not great.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
No, but then I can't.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.2 seconds.
I'll turn down the ERS when we're getting lapped. Ah. on, Seb. Free you go, mate. Oh. Nice. Do I get some DRS from that? Thank you. No. Bugger. I do get a nice toe though. Oh, now that's Bottas with his new tyres. Schnauzer. Oh.
The gap to the car behind is 6.0 seconds.
Come on.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.1 seconds.
I know, I can see him. Oh, yellow flag.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, he's conked out. Someone else is out as well. Oh, what's happened? What has happened? Right. What happened there with... Is that us? Yeah, that is us. So this is K-Mag. Ah, so he's just blown up. Oh, is that hit? Oh, Vettel. Uh-oh. Is Vettel doing a problem? So Vettel then is out. Shit. Wowzers. Drama.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Yep. Go through, mate.
Okay, clear.
Shit. Well, that actually will give us potentially then 6th. It gives Perez 5th, which is rather annoying.
Gap to teammate behind is 17.8 seconds.
Ah, I feel sorry for K-Mag though. That was looking like a good race for... Ooh, Christ. Have we got oil on our tyres? Because we're driving like a numpty.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Now, my concern is that... Is that Verstappen behind Hulkenberg on his recovery drive that we've just not
Yellow
seen?
flag.
Oh, there's someone... Ah, it's Magnussen. Okay. I'm assuming that is Ericsson up ahead being lapped.
Gap to car in front is 37.9 seconds.
Yeah. Who, in practice, was looking quite nifty, but then qualified last. Oh. So it was the blue flag that confused me, because I can't... Ah! It's because we're approaching back markers, sorry. That's why I confused myself. It's not difficult for me. and that is Ricciardo, who's lapped Hulkenberg, so that is not Verstappen. Thank Christ for that. That's the last thing I could cope with now. Not that AI get penalties for blue flags anyway, or at least not in the same kind of harshness as a real boy. Sorry, Marcus. Same time, I think we're going to say sorry, Sergey.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
That's right, because we've only got 1 lap of the race after this. Oh, you're going to do something weird, aren't you, AI? That's better. Oh, now is he going to? Yeah, he is. Although they've now got problems. Oh, Ericsson's got round Sirotkin because they're busy being lapped. Let's bring the car home. Oh, Kimi wins.
41.4 seconds.
What happened to Hamilton? He had that one in the bag, it looked like earlier. Go on, Danny. I'm not getting a time penalty now. Even though I should have had about half a minute's worth with all of those cuts. But yay!
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for
It was a
Ferrari
dodgy
today.
jive.
And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
OP Kimi wins again.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Smith. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Really?
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Okay. So, for me, Force India came really good there with Perez. Unfortunate for Ocon with his issues that he did not score. Renault were clearly the fourth best team all the way through practice, but did not transpire in the race, probably thanks to me. Sorry about that. Hamilton did a 3-stop, which is probably why he ends up behind Raikkonen, because his second stint was on super softs, so I think that was probably a wrong move if you're 3-stopping. Why are you on super softs? Unfortunate, obviously, for K-Mag as well. Van Dorn nearly in the points, but again, not quite. Oh, Sorokin got a penalty. I wonder if that was for right at the very end. Right, let's take a wee look. Oh, dramas at the start. Naughty teammates. Yeah, so it was Vettel smashing into the back of Magnussen. Oh, we got a blue flag, unserved, stop, go. Wow. That never happens. Okay, but Vettel still leads the championship from Bottas. Raikkonen and Hamilton move up to 3rd and 4th. Ricciardo drops down. I cling on to 8th behind Hulkenberg, who is still best of the rest. That was good from Perez. And from Grosjean, actually, because he had barely scored points up until the last couple of races. And still no Williams and no Van Dorn in the points. Oh, I thought Van Dorn might be onto it there. And Force India, damn it, they leapfrogged us. Damn you, shaky fists. And Haas down in 7th. Oh dear. Right. Does the evil lady want to be horrible to us? Let's see. She normally does. Oh, you've left quite a lot of paintwork out there today.
How do you think it went? Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you?
He's a great driver. I think we enjoyed it.
Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing.
Maybe, but you can't be too complacent.
You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
Chassis department.
You had a close battle today, didn't you?
We're both pushing to be the best drivers that we can be.
Great. Well, that's everything.
She gives that smile as if to say, I really wanted you to say Sergio Perez is a big dick. But I'm not. I like Sergio. And that wasn't really a close battle. He absolutely wiped our floor. Or the floor with us, rather. However, we did win our battle with Stoffel. What? No. I finished ahead of Stoffel. Why is it given the tick to him? What a load of bollocks. The ticks aren't even right. Oh, I saw that move.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. We've
Thanks,
received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
Okay. Well, for me... Upgrade prices reduced 8%. Wow, they do like us. Well, I feel like bum licking them. Yes, I mean, I know we can do the 1,000, but I'd much rather do that and get it done so that that's then in train. I'll then do the failure upgrade at the same time. Yeah, that makes me happy. And then we're making small gains on everything. Cool. Alright, well thank you very much for watching everyone. You guys will take care. Tomorrow, from about midday onwards, I'll be live streaming a variety of different games depending on how I can get it all set up. And it should be good fun. Come join along. I'm going to have plenty of snacks, plenty of drinks. And we can celebrate 10 years of this wonky YouTube channel. Amberly making its way through life. Thanks for watching. Bye. Ba, 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 ba.